It starts with a quiet weight, the kind that sits in your chest when you wake up in the morning and hasn't moved by the time you go to sleep. A kind of pressure that doesn't shout, doesn't demand attention, but is always there, like a low hum in the background of your life. You tell yourself it's temporary, just a phase, just one bad month, just one mistake. But somehow it never really leaves, and slowly, without realizing it, your life begins to organize itself around it. The choices you make, the things you avoid, the conversations you don't want to have, even the way you see yourself. Because being in debt isn't just financial. It's psychological. It changes how you think, how you feel, how you exist in the world. And if you've ever felt trapped in it, you know it's not just about money anymore. It's about something deeper, something quieter, something harder to explain. There's a particular kind of exhaustion that comes with it. Not the kind that sleep fixes, not the kind that a day off can heal. It's the exhaustion of carrying something invisible, something you can't easily share, something that follows you into every room. You check your phone and feel a small drop in your stomach. You see a notification, and for a split second your body braces itself, even before your mind has time to catch up. You start avoiding things, not just bills, not just statements, but reality itself. You delay opening messages, you push away thoughts, you distract yourself just enough to get through the day, and then at night when everything gets quiet, it all comes back at once. Louder, heavier, more real, and maybe the hardest part is this. You start to feel like this says something about who you are. Like you've failed in some fundamental way, like you should have known better, like everyone else has figured something out that you somehow missed. But that belief, that quiet, gnawing shame, isn't the truth. It's a story your mind is trying to make sense of something overwhelming. Because the psychology of being trapped in debt isn't just about poor decisions or lack of discipline. That's the surface explanation. The one people repeat because it's simple and it makes the world feel more controllable. But beneath that, there's something more human, more complicated, more compassionate. For many people, the patterns that lead to debt don't begin with money. They begin with emotion. They begin in environments where needs weren't fully met, where stability felt uncertain, where comfort, safety, or validation came in unpredictable ways. And in those environments, the brain learns something very important, very early. Relief matters more than long-term security. Because when you grow up in a space where something always feels slightly off, where stress is normal, where there's a constant undercurrent of not enough, your nervous system doesn't prioritize the future. It prioritizes escape. It prioritizes anything that can make this moment feel better, even just a little. And sometimes money becomes a tool for that, not consciously, not deliberately, but quietly. You buy something and for a moment the weight lifts. You feel a sense of control, a sense of choice, a sense of I can give myself something good. And that feeling isn't shallow, it's powerful. Because for a second it fills something that's been empty for a long time. But the relief doesn't last. It never does. And so the cycle continues. Not because you're careless, but because your brain is trying to solve a problem it learned how to solve a long time ago.